guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Makai. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about preparing to be a wife. So, I don't know about y'all, but me, I desire to be a wife. I desire to be, somebody's wife one day. So, and recently I've just been going through the Bible and trying to figure out how God would want, or how God would want, you know, or how to be a wife, basically. I've just been going through the Bible and seeing how to be a wife, because the Bible, once again, it gives us all types of advice. It gives us all types of instructions. It gives us the way to life for men and women, for all of us, in every such situation, in every circumstance, and everything. So I've been seeking his word about how to be a wife. So what I've come to realize is that, the number one thing is we are to be submissive. We are to be, to let the man lead and, us follow. And the reason why I believe that we are to be submissive is because it even says in his word how the woman is the weaker vessel. So, I don't know about y'all, but anyway, I just feel like in me that, I want a man to lead. I want the man to be the house, like to lead and to protect us and to guide us and guide me. And I'm not saying that I'm not going to do anything, because we do have our part in this world as wives. And just like Eve was created to help Adam, I believe that we were created to help our husbands in every aspect, whether that be emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, sexually, physically, every aspect of life. I believe that we are to be the helpmate, just like God created Eve to be. And I believe that we are to help them in everything, in every aspect of life, whatever they're doing, we are to help them, to help it prosper more, to help it succeed more, whatever they're doing, And another thing is, what was I going to say? Yeah, we are to just, help them. And, oh yeah, when they're lacking, for instance, when they're lacking or they're not, um, doing what they need to do, or whatever the case may be, they're lacking thereof, right? In whatever aspect that might be, we are there to help them and to help, push them and to get them back on track, and just help them, just to be that helper, that that person to lean on. And I'm not saying that they're not supposed to help you either. They are supposed to help us too, because that's what God word says, is that the husbands are to love us like Christ loves the church. And when you know how that Christ loves the church, when you have that relationship with God, like God, he provides for me, he protects me, he's there when I'm sad, he's everything. He's everything to me. He helps me in every aspect and everything. So that's how a husband is to be to us too. And so once again, the number one thing is being submissive to our husbands and letting them lead, letting them guide, and protect us. So Ephesians 5:22-33, it says, submit to our husbands as we do to the Lord. So in order for you to understand this, I feel like that's how the only reason why I understand this is because I have my own relationship with God. And I know that how I submit to God is what he's speaking of when he says this. So once again, you really need to have your own relationship with God to know how to be submissive to your husband, because that's how I found out. But the only thing that I can do to you is just guide you and let you know that he is the way, the truth, and how you should be submissive, but I do know that, I submit to the Lord, whether that be, going to Him about, like, I go to God about everything. I go to Him about every problem that I have. I go to Him and ask Him advice on what I should do, on where I should go, on what does He think about this, and, how am I going to get this for my baby? How He provides, God provides and protects, and, all these things that God does. And He's showing me how my husband is to be to me, and He's also showing me how to be submissive to my husband, and also what I am to do on my part in the marriage. And also, this is going to be an everyday thing. This marriage thing, this relationship is an everyday thing. Every day, me and God come together, and we we come together, and we figure out what needs to be done in my life and today. So I feel like that's what we got to do with our husbands, is we got to come together every single day and figure out, what needs to be done, and what's going on in our lives. So, and we just need to make sure that we are, just being there emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, sexually, everything, and just like He is to be to us too. Now, with God, though, of course, God is to always come first. God, you are to always have your own relationship with God. Just like my husband is to have his own relationship with God, I am to have mine with God. So God should always be first in each one of our lives. We should always put God first, no matter what. But as for the marriage aspect and me and my husband, I'm going to let Him lead, let Him protect, let Him provide, and do all these things. And that's not saying that I'm not going to provide or protect or, do those things. I'm to help, I'm there to help and back my husband up, and whatever he needs, I'm there to back him up. I'm there to help him. That's really as simple as it gets, as the helpmate. Just like Eve was created, I believe that's what we were created for, to do in all aspects of our lives. So, but yeah, that's how I submit, to the Lord. Is I let Him lead, I let Him guide, I respect Him, I trust Him. That's a big one. I trust and believe in Him, you know. So, and I love Him. So, I know that God knows what's best for me. So I'm going to be, hopefully that's going to be the same in my husband. Not hopefully, it will be. But yeah, so, and once again, the husbands, they have their part too. I'm not saying that we are to be, there's a fine line too. I'm not saying be submissive and let him walk all over you or run all over you. There's a fine line between being in an abusive, toxic, bad type of submissive situation, and there's a healthy, submissive, letting him lead type of situation. That's the one I'm on. I'm on the healthy side. I'm on the good side, not the bad, toxic, letting the man lead and being submissive to that man who's being abusive. No, I'm not talking about that. But and like I said, the husbands, they have their part. That's probably a whole nother topic for a whole nother video. They have their part of what they need to do. But the number one verse that I love to go by is that they are to love us as Christ loves the church. So I just wanted to come on here and talk about that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you guys in my next one. Bye-bye.